everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am showing you a small video of my vacation.
Our journey starts from Tumburmuri, and in Tumburmuri the main attraction there is the hanging bridge. This is the way to the hanging bridge. There is a small park for children to play in next to it. This is the view from the top of the bridge. As you can see, it's very beautiful. There is a lot of mountains and a lot of greenery all around it. Over here you can see different types and different ways of how water falls. We were able to sit on these rocks and play in the water because the water level was pretty low. But then if it is raining or if it's a rainy season, the usual water level is usually high and they won't let you get inside. You can take a lot of really fun videos in the water standing on these rocks. It's a really amazing place for taking pictures. This is a play area that I had mentioned before. As you can see, it looks like it's made out of wood, but it's actually not. And it's actually a really fun little thing for the kids to play on. So right now we're at our second place. Our second place is called Adirapalli Waterfalls. This waterfall is very famous mainly because a lot of movies were filmed here. Even here you can get in the water and play, but then it's mainly because the water level is low. If it's high, you won't be able to get inside the water like this. On our way to Valpara, we found a reindeer. I don't know if it's really a reindeer, but it looks very similar. This is the way to Valpara. It is covered in dense forest which extends up to 80 kilometers. It takes about 1.5 to 2 hours to cover the entire area. You can find a lot of wild animals here, and the air is so clean and so fresh. You would feel like really fresh if you just stand outside and enjoy the view for a few minutes. If you are really lucky, you can spot like wild animals, and if you're very lucky, you can spot like a group of elephants. It's pretty rare, but then there are people who actually see it. And most of the people who come there as tourists or visitors usually honk their horn. It's better if you don't, because that would just scare away all the animals and that would lower your chances of finding anything. So once you finish covering the forest and you come out, you'll reach a hilly area. It is very cold there, so it would be a good idea to have a cup of tea. And as the saying goes, the higher you are, the better your tea tastes. As you can see from our expressions, we are very cold. The higher you go, the denser the fog becomes. Denser the fog, colder it gets. The colder it gets, better the climate. And also, if you are in a car, be careful because you can't really see what is in front of you, next to you or behind you. So this is me trying to make a very view-worthy, very pretty slow motion video of me throwing a bunch of grass-like flowers into the air and it falling down, splitting up. But splitting up, falling down part did not happen as planned. It stuck together as a bunch. Our next destination is Ooty, and to reach Ooty we had to cover 140 hairpin bends. If you are planning to go on a trip to Ooty, you should take the train because it's a very memorable and it's a very joyful experience. We got on from the Koonur station and we travelled for 1.5 hours from Koonur to Ooty. station is Katy. If you notice, the stations are very small, it's not very big. The next station is Wellington. On our way, we found another train, part of a train, which is getting renovated and newly painted for use. This is my attempt in trying to recreate a very famous scene from a Malayalam movie. Try to guess down in the comments below which movie scene it is or which movie it is from. The official name of Ooty is Udagamandalam. This is the view of the city outside the station. The houses here are painted in many different colors, so it looks really pretty. It looks like a bunch of chalk or bunch of colors stacked on top of each other. We are in the botanical garden. We weren't able to take videos here because it was very rainy, so we were only able to take pictures. This brings us to the end of our journey. Thank you for joining in and watching, and we hope you enjoyed.